So, what are we talking about today?
Today on Keepin with the Geek Bros, episode 84, we've got the creators of Pokémon are mapping you, what's new in Fortnite's Chapter 2, the best free MS-DOS games are now available, Call of Duty Mobile is even more fun for hardcore fans, World of Warcraft Classic first big content update adds dire Maul dungeons, is that right? Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD has got Sonic in it. Pokemon Go players crash Loveland wedding. Jonah Hill is no longer headed to Gotham City. Daisy Ridley says the rise of Skywalker doesn't treat Reylo as a joke. 5 words you must know before visiting Japan. Walt Disney World has made a change to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Jared Leto fumed over the new Joker movie. Cowboy Bebop Netflix series shut down production. Studio Ghibli movies will stream on upcoming HBO Max. X-Men Relaunch took to take a love triangle to the next level. Kim Kardashian offered $1 million to use likeness for virtual sex. A bug lets any fingerprint unlock Galaxy 10 and Note 10. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker final trailer review. And inebriated fitness, we lost Plateau. All this and more in this week's episode of Keepin with the Geek Bros, a family podcast. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, 2 incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.
Yes! Keepin the Geek Bros podcast. I'm your host, Vibe. With me is my fellow Geek Bro, singular.
Dark Flex.
The Adonis himself. Flex, before we get into it, tell these fine specimens where to find us on social media.
Absolutely, you beautiful people. Halloween's coming up. For sure, to any of our social medias, send us some slutty Halloween pictures. So here we go. You can check us out on, I don't need that, on Instagram and Twitter. At geekbros0, that's GEEKBR0S. If you want to email us and win some cool stuff, I don't know, send us a picture of your dog or something, or some funny Photoshops if you're good at Photoshop. You can email us at geekbros0@yahoo.com. Now, if you want to see some cool posts, some shit talking, real news, fake news, cool stuff, memes, check us out on facebook.com/geekbros with a 0. Now, the first place to find a Geek Bros.
The first place!
WeBeGeeksPC.com. Now, once again, I know we're a little lonely here, but, you know me, right? That's all you need. We have this pretty lonely bar of milk chocolate and almost empty container of Egyptian cinnamon.
You said almost empty.
Yeah, the life is leaving my eyes. You can see there's nothing behind them anymore. You can check us out on youtube.com/VibeRepStudios. That's VIBEREVSTUDIOS.
I know that is right. All right. Before we get to today's topics, we're going to get the comments and questions from you, the audience. All right, and we got a bunch of it too. So, skipping Facebook, we're going straight to Instagram for our Keepin the Geek Bros podcast, episode 83 thumbnail. Bella Mylathong, I'm going to get this one day. Posted awesomeness with 3 fires. We appreciate it. We love the love. We love the love. So I know you said you want to get her on a very very friendly episode. So whenever you set that up, you know I'm ready for that. So.
I will. I gotta ask her father.
Okay. Also, from Bella Maya Thong, also for the video recap of 83, which was the IGTV 10-minute extended, 3 hearts, 3 fires, 3 flexes. You gotta love it. For the all right, so Flex, you commented on this for the episode 83 Instagram preview, the 1-minute preview. You typed, "Damn, that's hot." What are you talking about?
Us.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man. Look, we should change this whole Kim Kardashian selling her image for virtual sex to Darth Flex and Vibe. sell their image for pretty mediocre, I don't know, maybe minute and a half joyride.
I think
Sex.
so. I agree. We're gonna work on that after we get our episodes on Pornhub. All right. So moving on to YouTube comments. Now, this is this they did this a day ago, but it was 2 comments posted on Keepin the Geek Bros podcast, episode 78, video recap. I don't know if these people know or if you're listening. No, not if. Since you're listening, Squeezy Bits, these are your people. But I got 2 comments about you. So first one comes from Aceman, aka Z. He says, "I like how Squeezy Bits starts eating a burger when Darflex talks about a period, and him saying yeehaw." So there's that. And then another one from Chillsville. It goes, "My man Squeezy Bits flexing his CRKT pocket knife, hashtag everyday carry, bro," with a smiley face. So yeah, those are for Squeezy Bits. That was interesting. That's never happened before. And actually, that video recap has abnormally high views. So Squeezy Bits, I don't know if it's you, but if it is you, you need to get back on these podcasts so we can get these abnormally high views for our.
You know what it is?
What is it?
It's the Chinese consumers.
Ah, look at that! Look at that! Listen, we'll get back on there. I'm just saying. So moving forward, we also have a comment on our episode 83, 84. I don't even know. I can't read that. But anyway, it's from Squeezy Bits, and he says, "I think I'm getting way too old for VR. My body of VR. I can't read that. It's too low. What does it say? I think I'm getting too old for VR. My type of VR game would be more like Skins. Go to the bar, see if anyone buys me a drink. I get cyberplastered. All that shit that I wish I could do." I actually asked him why he can't go to a bar and get plastered now. He's like, hangovers aren't as fun as they used to be. So it was really funny. And then, whether you guys know or not, no, you guys do know. Well, you guys don't know, because I haven't got to it yet, but it's out there. For our unboxing number 10, also Squeezy Bits commented on this, just came out. He goes, shotgun crayon bag with a what is that? A carabiner?
Carabiner, yeah, the little keychain thing.
Oh, okay, with the carabiner, must have. So, and I said, if you want it, you got it. So it looks like Squeezy Bits has called dibs on the carabiner and the crayon bag. So we got to send it out to him or drop it off to him. So that's it for comments and questions for you, the audience. Please don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, all those things. Anything you send us, we respond, or at the very least, we report it here on the podcast and laugh about it and enjoy. So that is it for comments and questions from you, the audience. I'm trying to find where I am in my script. Gent, anything to report?
Yes, I beat Gears 5.
Yes, you told us on the group chat, and I
gotta say, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready in here.
But explain, because usually Darflex doesn't get the feels like that. He's emotionally dead. So,
full disclosure, spoilers. If you don't want to hear, skip it. So, towards the end of the game literally makes you pick which one of your friends has to die. And, like, not in a heroic way, not in a cool way, like kind of a bitch kind of way.
But isn't it your speed, death, and destruction and mayhem?
Yeah, but not like the people that because, like, so since Gears of War 4, these 2 specific characters you've played with and kind of grown to love and really got to know. And now they throw this in your face. It's not like, oh, he died, save him. He's like, listen, you can only save one. Who do you want to save? I'm like, fuck, man.
Damn.
Fuck. The ending, the game was still beautiful. It was great. I'm excited what they're going to do for the next game. It did leave pretty open. Depending who you saved. I mean, the ending didn't change too much, just kind of how it affects that specific character's direct family or friends. But it's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens next, to say the least. And I was not disappointed. I'm actually, when I get a chance, I'm going to start playing the multiplayer now and getting back into Horde. But yeah, pretty emotional. What else? I've been working out, and I've reverted back to an old trick I used to do when I was 19, and that's when I'm feeling kind of unmotivated. I'll put on 300 on Netflix, and I'll skip to like the 30, 45-minute point of the movie and just watch from there, and I get an extra push and just get that workout in. So, yeah. I mean, dude, watching those guys fight, like that slow mo scene. I'm telling you, bro, rock hard. I'm talking about my
That's too funny.
So,
Oh God,
thank you,
stop.
Gerard Butler, for
That
the
is funny.
motivation.
Oh. All right. Well, for me, nothing much. I am going to Jamaica tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. It's a last minute trip, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm headed out there for 5 days. I'll be back just in time to come back and record our Halloween special. So you see, I'm thinking of you guys and the fans. So definitely, that's gonna be fun. I'm definitely going to report up on that. Not next week, but in 2 weeks when we get back to our regular scheduled program. So that's it for stuff to report. Moving on to the next question. Garbanzo.
In spirit.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, wow. So, what's going on with the Geek Bros?
The Geek Bros, we have the episode 83 video recap up. The unboxing number 10 featuring myself and Darflex is up. It's a cute video. Did you watch it? It was funny to me. I thought it was hilarious. It was back to form. I have to admit to you guys, I had to watch several of the old unboxings to remember how to edit that series. That's how long it's been since I've edited it, and I didn't remember the format. Even when you watch the video, I even say in the video 2 times, I don't know how to start this video, I don't know how to end the video, because I couldn't remember to do it. And I left
it was genuine. It worked out. It worked out good.
But it was fun. It was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was real.
I don't know why it felt like we recorded longer than we did. We only recorded for 7 minutes. It was great. It was a good 7 minutes. So
Probably because we were waiting on Garbanzo.
Oh, well, yeah, but it just felt longer. But it was a great, quick video. Like, again, the unboxing videos are edited. Well, all the Geek Bros videos are edited very differently. The Geek Bros are edited like a blooper reel. The web series is raw and uncut for the most part. And unboxing is edited like a game show, kind of like if we had a studio audience. I have sound effects, game show sound effects. I have an audience clapping, an audience laughing. I have hashtags popping up everywhere. There's a tally at the end for how many X's whoever's on the episode gets. So you should definitely check it out. The unboxing is the unboxing honestly is my favorite spin-off of the Geek Bros, because it allows me to be more fun, and with it to be more, and I get to edit it with more humor and more comedy. And usually the videos are much tighter. So
that's what she said.
That is what she said. So check it out. It's there. Unboxing number 10. So episode 84 starts now. We're moving on to the Fresh Scent.
Fresh Scent.
In the video game world. Video games out this week. Brought to you by Darflex.
Well, video games out this week. I'm going to ask this question like I always ask. Is there anything that you've seen that stands out to you as far as video games this month, or anything that you've...
The only thing that I'm interested in is Civilization. Civilization 6 has a new expansion coming out, and it looks absolutely amazing. There's this one, like, I think it's called Blood Rain or whatever. It's a DLC expansion, and I was playing Civ 5 because I like Civ 5 better than Civ 6. And Civilization 6, I saw it popped up on Steam how that exists. I was like, wow, I gotta play that. That looks like a really good scenario. So that's the only thing that really caught my attention recently.
Okay. So we're going to start with October 21st for this week. We have Eastshade for the PS4 and Xbox One. The Legend of Heroes, Trials of Cold Steel 3 for the PS4. Right. WWE 2K20 for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Wrestling, bro.
Gotcha.
Wrestling. The Park for Nintendo Switch. Beholder 2 for the PS4. Moons of Madness for the PC. Tango Tower for the PC and Nintendo Switch. Spin Rhythm XD, Steam Early Access for the PC. Now we're on to the 23rd. We have Nanotale, Piping Chronicles, Steam Early Access for the PC. Now we're on the 24th. We have Skybolt Zack for the PC and Nintendo Switch. Egress, official launch for the PC. Dusk Diver for the PC, PS4, and for Nintendo Switch, it'll come out on the 25th, which now we segue into the 25th. We have Into the 2 for the Nintendo Switch, Medieval Remake for the PS4. Vibes is douchebag. Medieval Remake for the PS4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Vibe likes boys. The Outer Worlds for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And he's gay. And that is it for this week. Yeah.
Oh, I made it just in time. All right.
You definitely.
So the battle for Azeroth continues. Darflex, take it away, Saga.
So actually, one of the newest updates is what we're going to cover today on the podcast. So I'll kind of leave that up. But the Warcraft Classic is adding some of the older dungeons, but like a kind of a better spin on it. It's got a better system. The rating system is still different. It's not like the current one where you can just conveniently jump into a raid. You still have to go out and look for a group and anything, which I guess that's kind of the magic of World of Warcraft, a little bit of realism. As of now, World of Warcraft Classic is the only place where you can actually PvP, motherfuckers. I still can't, without consent, go and just kill someone, or at least assault them a little bit, like tickle them,
Yeah, like the good old days.
Yeah, like goddamn. It's like they're treating every World of Warcraft player like Harvey Weinstein, bro. Like, yo.
That's a very interesting analogy. Please elaborate on that.
Well, like, you touch one gamer the wrong way, and all of a sudden he wants to complain because he's being harassed in a game called World of Warcraft.
Oh.
Yeah.
Understood.
Like, kind of in Hollywood, it's kind of implied. If you want that part, you gotta,
The casting couch, right?
It's implied. But whatever. Yeah. I digress.
Of course, we here at the Geek Bros do not condone the casting couch, allegedly.
Super allegedly.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the article. Do you have it up? You wanna tackle this?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. This article comes from Kotaku.com. World of Warcraft's classic first big content update adds Dire Maul dungeons. Can't take it away.
Yes. So now players that have had over a month and a half to get used to World of Warcraft, as it was in its late 2004, it's time to scooch forward to the early 2005. Today's first major update to World of Warcraft Classic adds the 3-part Dire Maul dungeon filled with ogres, elves, and a sort of evil. Now, I'm wondering, when are they going to stop with the patches for Classic? Because are they just going to pretty much like go back in time and go all the way to the current expansions?
Why not? If they're making money and they're getting players to come back, I'd do that slowly, of course.
If they do that and they keep the PvP thing, and I'm sure we will play the newer expansions, I'll do it. I mean, it's free already anyways if you have the subscription. It doesn't matter. All right, so the Dire Maul was an epic undertaking back in the day, crafted as a challenge for players from level 55 right up onto the original level cap of 60. While the east wing of the dungeon was open to all, Dire Maul west and north required keys, lockpicks, or explosives to explore. This is the dungeon where the players would journey to earn class-based trinkets with a special stat enchantment, or to procure the mystic Orb of Deception, a magical item capable of transforming players into members of the opposite faction. That's pretty gangster, I guess. And now, it's all of those things once more in the World of Warcraft Classic. Along with all of that old Dire Maul content, today's update also adds quests for Epic Paladin and Warlock mounts, so expect players of those two classes to be even more insufferable cunts for a bit. Best of all, the addition of the Dire Maul to World of Warcraft Classic means the Alliance side can stop arguing about whether DM means Dead Mines or Dire Maul in Westfall general chat, or perhaps the arguing will only get stronger because they're all cunts. We'll see. And that's it for the Dire Maul. I mean, it's pretty much just it's recycling content, bro, really.
Well, listen.
Upcycling. I don't know.
Yeah, upcycling. Listen, if they bring the player base back, they're then doing their fiduciary diligence, whatever it's called. Moving forward, Pokemon Go players, crash Loveland wedding. This article comes from the DenverChannel.com. People this has led the city to ask people for courtesy. So Loveland, Colorado, Pokemon Go players' pursuit to catch the shiny, what is that? Trapnich? Oh god, I'm so old when it comes to these friggin' Pokemon. Trapnich was not a welcome sight for a couple getting married Saturday in Loveland Park. Pokemon fans gather for October's Pokemon Community Day, an event that provides players an opportunity to catch a rare Pokemon at the same time a wedding was taking place. The culture clash led to a parking shortage and causing the city to remind people to respect park shelter reservations. Public parks are often locations where Pokemon can catch a large number of characters in one place. and Loveland Benson Sculpture Garden, it was no different. So basically, this is the first article in a while where Pokemon Go players have crashed something or went somewhere just to get Pokemon. And it's funny because I thought that fad ended. I thought that Pokemon Go was on its way. I wouldn't say it was on its way out, but all that extra nonsense and craziness was over and done with. So this is funny. Still not as good as crashing the Holocaust Museum to catch Pokemon. That was probably the funniest article I ever read because I couldn't believe it. But yep, Pokemon Go players.
I will disclose that we here at the Geek Booth do not consent to anti-Semitism.
Where was there where was there anti-Semitism implied in the?
You just said that it was pretty funny that they trolled the Jews.
No, that is not my phrase. That is you paraphrasing. Oh my god, that's so funny. Keep going, Pokemon Go players. You guys do your thing. I love your articles. I enjoy it. All right, stupid ass. So, speaking of Pokemon Go, the creators of Pokemon Go mapped the world, and now they're mapping you. This article comes from Kotaku.com. Right? Harry Potter Wizards Unite, the latest game from the company behind Pokemon Go, lets players harness the magic of their childhood to combat monsters and capture shiny digital artifacts across local neighborhoods. Niantic's app currently encourages gamers to get outdoors and get active and but behind the scenes, Wizards Unite is quietly casting another spell. Ooh, collecting a surprising amount of data on where you go. Wizards Unite is an augmented reality mobile game developed by Niantic in partnership with Warner Brothers. Millions of people play the game, but not nearly as many as Pokemon Go's impressive 150 million active users in 2018. But still, wow,
they're all in China probably,
and that's 2 years after launch. But on release, it rocketed up to the app stores with the hundreds of thousands of downloads. Niantic's apps regularly dominate the stores. Just as the company itself dominates the world in augmented reality games, there's the latest product from a cell of technologists that been operating since 2001. They've been acquired by the spun-off from Google, while never losing its sight on its ultimate goal, to map the entire world digitally and capitalize on the data. So today, when you use Wizards Unite or Pokemon Go or any Niantic's other apps, your every move is getting documented and stored up to 13 times a minute. According to the results from Kotaku investigation, even players who know that the app records their location data are usually astonished once they look at just how much they've told Niantic about their lives and their footprints. Now, in our podcast, there's been a bunch of reoccurring themes. How terrible The Last Jedi is, privacy, censorship, and stuff like that. This is another privacy issue here, and I'm kind of getting tired of bringing up these articles and realizing it's the same tired thing I'm going to say when it comes to the fact that everything we're doing now, social media wise, technology wise, we're losing our privacy and getting censored at the same time, which is a double-edged sword. How do you feel about or are you surprised at all, Flex, about this investigation about the augmented reality games from Niantic?
Surprised, no. Though I do enjoy the fantasy, or I guess the childlike thought of them going through my search history or whatever. They're like, oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? This gets his rocks off. Like what? Oh. Like. I'm sure there's some people out there like, wow, this guy should be, he should be somewhere without a key, locked up. I don't know.
I can't with you.
But
it is funny.
Am I surprised? No. Again, I can only just entertain myself with the idea that some people are looking at some pretty fucked up shit on my part. Because I don't think I have anything that I think would be detrimental for me to give out.
Right. I'm not just saying that though. You allegedly have a clean home, but would you be okay knowing that while you're away, cops are coming in and checking your house daily, just for the hell of it? Wouldn't you feel some kind of way?
Like physically?
Yeah, physically.
Yeah.
Now you have nothing to hide. But
Like,
just to know that
are they touching my stuff?
yeah, they're going through your stuff. They're recording what you have in your home, how much
Are
underwear,
they
how long it takes you to do
are
your
that'd be
laundry.
pretty funny too. Are they gonna shoot my dogs?
No, they're not gonna, no. They're just tracking what's going on in your home.
I mean, do I
It's,
have a choice?
not necessarily if you're going to live in this world.
Like, as long as I'm not being inconvenienced, honestly. Like, let me ask yourself this question. This is specifically to religious people. Your God is always watching, right? So what's the difference? I mean, okay, I know there's levels to it. Like, if you have some kind of sensitive information, you don't want to get out if you're a fucking criminal. But like, let's say you're a regular person. If God is always watching, allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
It's somebody that's watching that isn't probably gonna ever impact you in any way. You know, is the magic man in the sky gonna help you? No. Is the Canadian guy that's in Canada listening to our podcast right now illegally gonna help us? No. I mean, fuck. You know.
True.
But I can absolutely see, the inverse of that. But it's just because I have, just like a lot of civil rights stuff, a lot of it does not affect me. That's why it's not that I ignore it, I just don't care because it hasn't impacted my life as of
Right.
now, So it's tough. I can, on paper, I can see how this is an issue, but
Mhm.
practically speaking,
Because it doesn't affect you personally.
I'm
You
not
know,
really, I'm not noticing anything.
that's why you don't research the flat Earth because it doesn't impact you personally. I understand. That makes a lot
Well,
of sense.
it's not that I don't research it. I'm just like I did say before. Like, I wouldn't spend that much time on it because whether it's flat or not, I'm still gonna live on this goddamn earth.
That's
And
what I'm saying, and that's funny because that's you're not being a dick. You're being very practical, and I wish sometimes my mind would think more practically and let certain things go because either it's out of my hands, doesn't impact me personally, or I have nothing to do with it. But unfortunately, like these controversial things, they get me, and I get stuck like in a loop with these things. So I actually appreciate and respect your nonchalance about things that you can't affect or control. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to um, here's what's new in Fortnite Chapter 2. This article comes from Kotaku.com. Now, you guys know that previously, that badass scene where Chapter 1 was completely sucked into a black hole.
that's what she said.
That is what she said. So, we're going to go into what's going on in Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is finally here, and the mystery deepens. So, now, you don't have to go back to the lobby after a match. The water is Slurpy. The water at Slurpy Swamp gives you a shield. The pickaxe key has changed. You can now upgrade weapons, which I hear is really cool. You can hide in dumpsters and haystacks, which I also heard is really cool. You can carry down teammates and enemies, which is interesting. You can heal yourself with a band-aid bazooka. You can fish for health, which I don't know about this fishing thing. That's a Jotaro kind of thing. Well, yeah, I know, but you know me, I don't care about fishing in video games. Jotaro loves that stuff. There are achievements. You can now view achievements you've gotten under the career tab, so that's kind of interesting. Battle stars have been replaced with XP. There are medals now. Maybe, and this person says maybe it's me, but the matches seem easier. And it's funny because my son, Joey, he told me that the game, it is a little bit easier, and I'm sure they're gonna fix that eventually. But he says the game looks better and it is easier. So that's what's new in Fortnite. If you guys play Fortnite, by all means.
Look at this. It says that your offspring will no longer need permission to use your financial information to make in-game purchases. That's interesting.
Where the hell is that?
You're fucked, dude.
It doesn't say that anywhere. All right. So, if any of you guys play Fortnite, by all means, email us. Let us know, what's so fun about it, because it looks. The only time I was interested in Fortnite is when I saw that black hole thing. I saw it on my son's Snapchat. I was like, "What is that? That is cool." If you guys can convince me that it's worthwhile, I'll play the game. Why not? I'll even get these suckers to get on and play, and let's see what happens. It's supposed to be like a first-person shooter game.
I have it.
Oh, you do? You ever played it?
No.
See what I'm saying? So I'm still trying to play Link's Awakening, so I'm really not interested. But we'll get there. All right, moving on to the best free. Oh snap! Oh snap!
No way!
Oh shit! Ladies and gentlemen, Jotaro out of nowhere. Oh! Did you see that when it just popped up? Oh, Jotaro. Oh, please say hello to the fine people. We're gonna do our fucking picture over again now.
Did somebody order some pumpkin spice?
I don't know.
I just
Wait,
had
before
some
you-
this morning,
Before
actually.
you talk, I need another picture. Let's go. Picture. La da 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 da. Hey. La da da da. La da 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 da. Hey. Just like, that picture going. Sorry, you guys who are listening to us. This is how we do in the hood.
Yes.
You ready?
Well, not in Brooklyn though.
Yeah, you know, Bed-Stuy. You ready? Perfect. Jotaro, tell the
Yes.
fine folks where the hell you've been.
Life has certainly kicked me in the behind.
I thought
I've
life,
been- life is
changes
life.
got a little better.
No, I said life has been kicking me in the butt as of late.
I thought life got
So-
better. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, it did. Which so much so that after we're done with this show, I have to do daytime work from
Oh.
day job.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So
That's,
that kind of is a plus and also a negative because I'm home. I don't want to be doing that, but hey, you get paid for it. So
Oh, that's good.
So
That's
that's-
good. I was just to ask, are you getting paid for this? Like, what's up?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
it's good to be back though. I did miss you guys, especially you, JJ. I did miss you, man.
Thanks.
Not so much.
You can't
Anyway.
miss me because I talk to you once every damn day. That's why you can't. You don't miss me.
Exactly. I don't.
All right. Well, before we were rudely interrupted by Jotaro, this article comes from lifehacker.com. The best MS-DOS games, the best free MS-DOS games are now available from the Internet Archive. So, if you're curious of exactly how this is possible, Internet Archive has a wonderful blog post that explains the process of getting these games working on a playable state. As digital historian Jason Scott writes, what makes the collection more than just a pile of old, now playable games is how it has to take head on. Okay, that's weird. The problems of the software preservation and history. Having an old executable and scannable copy of the manual represents only few of the steps. DOS has remained consistent in many ways over the last nearly 40 years, but a lot has changed under the hood, and programs were sometimes only written to work on very specific hardware and only very specific setups. They were released, some sold amounts of copies, some disappeared off the shelves, some of them disappeared completely. It is all these extra steps under the hood, all of acquisition and configuration that represented the hardest work for the ExoDOS project. And I recognize that long time and Herculean effort. As a result, the XDOS project has over 7,000 titles they've made work dependently and consistently. So, yeah, they have games like The Secret of Monkey Island. They have The Punisher. They have The Price is Right. They have Nap Trap. They have Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Incredible Machine 2. Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. Star Trek Judgment Rights. Amongst many others. And of course, the screenshot is a Star Wars something. I don't know, but all I see is a Y-wing of the crosshairs. It might be Star Wars TIE Fighter. That's what it might be for the DOS. So look it up. It's called XDOS Program, and there's a bunch of the 7,000 MS-DOS titles there, and that's amazing. I'm gonna check it out because there are some DOS games that I remember playing that I enjoyed. Any of you at all interested in the DOS life?
Yes. I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but yes, I am quite interested in it.
Jotaro?
Not really. Me, no, not so much. It is interesting though.
That's your childhood, sucker.
It is, but as you grow older, you tend to realize that certain things are just left in the childhood era.
Really? Sounds like your highest trauma behind those.
That's what she said.
That is exactly what she said. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I understand only slightly what you're saying, but we're gonna move on. Call of Duty Mobile is fun even for the hardcore game players. Now I know this for a fact because my son, Joey, he's all about video games, he plays Call of Duty and he says he loves Call of Duty Mobile, and the game is so much fun. It's a little bit easier, and he's having a blast. And I don't see how a game that requires your hand, a controller and whatever to work so well on mobile. But apparently it's hot stuff. Either you playing the game at all? No. Sorry to hear
My
that.
my son
Faggot.
plays it.
Does he? That's good.
Oh
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah, he does. No, he plays it. He does. He plays that only when you cannot have access to Fortnite.
My son plays it when he's in on the car and in the car. That's what he does to get through the drives from and all the traffic from being picked up. So Call of Duty Mobile is an addictive multiplayer game that even the most casual game players can enjoy, but also even the hardcore console players like the article writer is surprisingly compelling. Developed by Tencent TIMI Studios, Call of Duty Mobile launched worldwide on October 1st as a free-to-play game for Android and iOS devices. Personally, it was skeptical of the replay value and how much you'd enjoy it because of you play the consoles. But believe it or not, it's a fun game. It's got good fan service. There are classic maps like Crash and Kill House from Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and Nuketown from Black Ops. So it's like a hodgepodge of stuff. So it's different Call of Duty classic and new locations. So it's kind of like I guess it was put out. It's like a battle royale mobile game. So it seems to be cool. You can also play it on the PC as well. There's a lot of emulators that you play on the PC, so you can use the mouse and keyboard. So if you guys are playing it out there, check it out. Send us a line. Tell us if you're enjoying it, especially if you're a console player of Call of Duty. I'd love to hear from you. Either you gents gonna check it out.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Jotaro?
No,
Jotaro,
definitely not.
I was gonna say this is a podcast. You have to actually speak. You can't you can't just shake your head.
No,
Uh-huh.
my son is the player of that game. I do watch him. It is kind of cool the way it looks, but I've never got into Call of Duty like that, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, I played it a little bit because an old group of friends really wanted me to get into it, and I was just like, sure, but I sucked. I sucked really bad. So playing online, so I just said to hell with it. I played the story modes whenever they had a story mode. I used to play that. Kind of the same reason why.
More of a RPG guy.
Oh, you knew. That's so sweet of you, Jotaro. Yes, I am. I'm an RPG guy. I'm a game that has a story. I like to level up. I like to grind for levels. And I like and RPGs really for me are like a one-time thing. You play it once, you don't really play it again. And so that's what I like. I like the story games and mostly action and shooters. Don't usually have stories.
Kingdom Hearts.
Exactly. So that's my
Warriors series.
Oh my god! Don't get me started, man. That was the ish. And then Dynasty Warriors Gundam came. That was the wrap. Dynasty Warriors Gundam is the truth. Anyway, we're gonna move on to this. I only got this because wasn't it you, Darflex, that liked Super Monkey Ball or whatever?
No, it was Garbanzo.
It was Garbanzo. Dang.
Stupid.
Sorry, this article.
We should skip it. Game sucks.
No. I'm gonna say this article comes from Kotaku.com. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD has got Sonic in it. And since Garbanzo's not here, that's all I have to say. It is coming out on PC, Switch, PS4, and Xbox on October 29th. Sonic the Hedgehog is coming with it. So, cheers. Moving on. All right. It's time for some inebriated fitness. You see what's so funny? I don't know what it's about, but your camera, Darflex, is blurring out your dog's eyes and nose. Every once in a while.
Because of China.
Of course, that makes sense. Inebriated fitness. Oh, look at that yawn. I'm tired too. Darflex is an exercise physiologist with a BS in exercise and sports science. He is a certified CSCS strength conditioning coach, a CISSN sports nutritionist, sports injury specialist, and currently an MMA weight cut specialist and nutritionist. Weight loss plateau. The struggle is real. Now, the slowing down, plateauing basically is the slowing down of your metabolism. It'll slow your weight loss, and even if you eat the same number of calories that helped you lose weight. When the calories you burn equal the calories you eat, you reach a plateau. To lose more weight, you need to increase your physical activity or decrease your calories that you eat. That's all I've got. Take it away, Flex.
All right, let's apply this to you.
Okay.
It's quite simple. So, plateauing, yes, is what you said, and it can be very easily fixed by increasing intensity. Now, what constitutes the increase of intensity? It could be simply increasing the load. That's what she said. The external weight, so the load that you're lifting. Okay, or the resistance. The resistance. Whatever. Let's use resistance. It could be the volume, so the number of times you lifted, the number of sets, or the number of times in a day your exercise. It could be the duration, so the length. Typically, it depends. I mean, if you do a higher intensity, like higher metabolic intensity exercise, the duration should be shorter because your body just can't keep up with the demand. But it's taking those variables and applying numbers that would make it more challenging what you already have, right? So the most common thing is you're putting up 135 on the bench press. 3 weeks in, you plateau. It's pretty easy. You're not really seeing much. Add 10 pounds. That's like the most common. Obviously, it's a little bit more complicated than that when you get to an actual, systematic approach to training. But that is the most practical and common application. It's just taking what you're doing, whatever formula you decided to make your program out of, and just change the variables to make it harder on your body. Because the purpose of our body is to adapt to the stresses that we place on it. That's literally what exercising is. That's what building muscle is a very relatable one to most people who aren't athletes, because it's what they just want to be strong. They don't really care about actually performing like a proper human. But what's happening? The muscle fibers are tearing from lifting. How does your body adapt? It repairs them, makes them thicker and stronger. That's just your body simply adapting to the stress. Bone density. You lift more weight, your bones deposit more calcium. You have stronger bones. Same thing with fighting. That's why we get calluses in our hands from lifting. That's why you get calluses in your feet from wearing heels. Your body's trying to adapt to the stress you put upon it. So
we don't typically wear heels. Well, at least not me. I don't want to speak for Jotaro.
Yeah. But this is a very, 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 very simple concept to understand, but I have to say probably one of the most disregarded concepts when it comes to the general population, because they think, holy crap, what am I going to do now? Bro, it's so simple. Make it harder for yourself. Make it harder. Not to sound like a meathead or like some motivational speaker, but it's just, push yourself beyond the comfort level. If nothing in life that you are achieving should be easy, because you're not really achieving anything. You're just kind of cruising. You want to make things difficult, because in turn, achieving that goal should be rewarding. It's a very simple rule that you can apply to almost anything in life. And it's very easily proven when it comes to physiological adaptations to the demands placed on the body. So let's just use one of your things. Let's say I gave you 10 sprints, right?
Right.
You're doing 10 sprints easily. And let's say it was 50 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, how would you take those 10 sprints and that 50 yards and change it around to make it harder on yourself?
You would increase the yards and less sprints?
That's an excellent. You could increase the yards.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it more intense and increase the sprints, or you can think of the sprints you do. I mean, it was very simple, right? I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out.
Well, let me. Okay, so when I first hit my plateau originally, when I was doing really well with this, which I'm still doing really well, but when I originally did really, really well, I had said, listen, I got your allegedly right here. I had reached a plateau like before we went to Star Wars Celebration, and I said, okay, well, since I'm still fasting, I'm only having one meal or 1.5 meals. I'm doing the sprinting. I'm working out during lunch, and I'm slowing down or not losing weight sometimes. So I said, Flex, why don't should I consider reducing my calories, or eating smaller portions? And you said absolutely not. Why did you choose to add sprints to my regimen as opposed to me reducing my caloric intake?
Because it's already pretty low, and as a man, your body, just to properly function, needs a certain amount of macronutrients and caloric intake to come into your body. So without having to reduce your caloric intake, what do? You can look at it two ways. Okay, if you're adding sprints, that's metabolically more demanding on your body. It's more intense. So that's already making it harder on your body. But okay, let's say you don't care about the metabolic demand or the intensity. But what the sprints are doing, because it requires energy to complete those sprints, now your energy intake is the same, but what has changed now? the energy you're expanding is much
Okay.
greater. So just, by simple mathematics, you're still at a lower caloric deficit because even though you're eating the same, you're burning more than you're putting in.
But then here's the thing: if you're burning more than you're putting in, as opposed to reducing what you're eating, thus burning more than what you're putting in, how is that different? Because if I'm doing the same amount of workout, but I'm reducing my calories, I'm still burning more than I'm putting in. But I'm eating the same, but increasing my work. Am I not doing the exact same thing, just adding more work to my body?
No, because let's say your basal metabolic rate is 2,000 calories.
Yes.
Okay, that's what you need to function, to be alive, to have metabolic processes without working out. Now, what are your metabolic processes? Sleeping, breathing, digesting, cellular respiration, recovery, pretty much just to be alive. So let's say you're at a deficit so low that you're not able to meet the requirements of just your vital organs to function. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to go through it. Well, the common term for that is being malnourished. Let's say that you have enough. You can even look at it a different way. Let's say you don't reduce your calories, but you reduce the quality of food you're eating. Now you're not getting enough vitamins. You're not getting enough minerals. Let's say you're not getting enough salt, enough potassium, magnesium. You start cramping up. You
Okay.
shoot smaller loads. It sounds funny, but it's true. If you have a zinc and magnesium deficit, your loads suck. You could produce less.
Sounds like good birth control.
You can have a hormonal imbalance. You can produce less testosterone, or you can produce less estrogen in women. You can start going catabolic, so meaning that you start eating at your muscle fibers rather than fat for energy, and now you're just getting smaller. You're just getting like skinny fat, But it all comes down to, let me see if I can find a pretty good analogy or comparison. So let's see, internet speed. Damn, I don't know if I can. Okay. You want, I guess we can use a car. What you see at the gasoline stations, allegedly just higher octanes in gas. All it is you burn hotter with less, and it's cleaner for your engine, meaning that in theory, your car should run. Fucking Siri went off. In theory, your car should run longer on that full tank than it would on cheaper gas. It would also perform better, especially like a sports car. It's just you don't want to take away what it needs to do naturally,
right?
And then put a bigger stress on it to even more reduce the amount of calories or nutrients or macros that your body needs to send to your organs, your brain, all that stuff. So
what you're saying also is just kind of like a balance. You need like a really good balance.
Yeah, exactly. It's a balance. It's okay if you work out so much that your calorie deficit is large, but as long as your body's
Joe Taro was here.
if you're still giving your body what it needs, you should be fine. But if you're if you're not feeding your body, if you're punishing your body, I mean, do you think it's going to want to work for you? Your immune system's going to drop. You're going to get sick. Your boners won't be as strong. Shit like that, bro.
No, we don't want that.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, but that stuff is real.
It's a real thing, yeah.
If you have a hormonal imbalance, you might not get boners.
Or you might dye your hair like a bright orange or something to compensate.
Yeah. Moving on.
All right. Any final words on this Darth motherfucking flex?
Let's see. I think I do. Yes. So when it comes to this, in the immortal words of Jedi Master Yoda, do or do not. There is no try.
Thank you. If you want more fitness nutrition tips, or you'd like to see some of the sweet UFC posts, then by all means follow my man here. That's Darth Flex, DARTH_FLEXX. You know, like what I find quite upsetting, Joe Taro, is that you have not said a darn thing about my beard, and I mean, like, you want to say anything?
You want to know why? Because you literally have the same design over and over and over again. If you just added a stash, do you know how happy I would be?
Okay. Do you see?
Just had the stash.
Do you see my face?
Yes.
Look at my face.
I see it.
I trimmed the beard. I trimmed literally 3/4 of the beard off.
I'm not sure why you did that.
Because it was uncouth. It was unkempt. It was just too much. I needed to
You just tell the barber. I don't know how your barber does it. If they charge you more for your beard, which I'm sure they do. You just tell them to shape it up. Shape it up.
I tried to, but when we reduced it from we used the number 5, didn't do much because I wanted to even it all out. I didn't want it whatever. So for it to trim evenly, we went down to a number 3, and that's how we got this to do even. Because remember, this part was longer, and I didn't want it longer anymore because it was just becoming whatever. So
I really wish you had a stash, though. I really wish.
My stash does not connect.
It doesn't have to.
It does have to. It doesn't look.
The millennials over here in Williamsburg don't even can have anything connecting.
See, yours connects, Flex. Yours connects.
It took me like 5 years. Also, not all the way. This is so long that it just goes over it.
I would even prefer that. You know what I'm saying? What did you do? How did you train your mustache to connect to get the goatee going?
I started drinking raw eggs.
Raw eggs do it? No, eggs don't freaking do it. Don't you get like salmonella from that? Potentially? Allegedly?
Pussy. Look at salmonella, dog.
From raw eggs? That's why they say don't eat raw. That's why they don't want you to eat raw cookie dough for the same reason.
Dude, I eat raw cookie dough all the fucking time.
That explains a lot. We're moving on to Animation Invasion. Studio Ghibli movies will now stream on the upcoming HBO Max. Now, you guys know Studio Ghibli. That's the rockin' powerhouse of anime. So the streaming rights to the works of Studio Ghibli have long been complicated and arcane thing. But the beloved animation house work will now be available for streaming. In this age of streaming wars, this is a big boom for HBO Max. HBO has announced a landmark deal with GEEK. Studio Ghibli's complete library of films will stream exclusively on its upcoming service HBO Max. For the first time ever, the distribution rights for US has been licensed for streaming. And the announcement comes just days after GEEK told Polygon that the collection would never be available to stream as a commitment to the theatrical experience. So the deal covers all 21 current movies, including The Wind Rises, which is set to release 2020, Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, Porco Rosso, Princess Mononoke.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Just to name a few. So there you go. So HBO Max is trying to get its claws in there. So
fun fact, though.
What's that?
Did you know that in New York City they had? Well, I'll never ever say New York City, but in Manhattan they had a concert for the music of some of the Studio Ghibli's anime.
Yeah.
Did you know that they have a concert for Blizzard titles? And did you know they have a concert for Star Wars music and stuff like that?
Yeah, and also Final Fantasy. Yeah.
And Final Fantasy. Yeah.
I missed all of them.
Well, this Final Fantasy one I think was only in South Korea, but that's okay.
No, they had one at Lincoln Center.
No, one of them. Maybe it was Blizzard. One of the we had reported on it. One of these special concerts is only going to be in Korea because of something or other. So it's kind of cool. All right. Well, moving on to Gadgets R Us. I find this one funny. Kim Kardashian offered $1 million to use likeness for virtual sex. So yeah. Where is it?
I'm not getting that. Does that mean that you can literally have sex with her, or
virtually, like I guess like a virtual experience? We've covered this. We've covered virtual sex games on the past. Yeah. There was one where we played the video and it was very interesting. So the Blast obtained the Blast. This article comes from Yahoo.com/entertainment. The Blast obtained an offer letter sent to Kim Kardashian by a company called Virtual Mate, in which has created a device allowing users to have interactive and immersive sexual encounters with a virtual person via the use of virtual reality and a digital contraption. Okay, so it's virtual.
A fleshlight.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a fleshlight. That's interesting. The device, which is referred to as the Core, is said to provide a realistic experience with which Virtual Mate promises will be a bridge between virtual and reality. The company claims that the Core's perceived depth, speed, and strength and response in real time. So I'm looking at it right now. It looks like a device. It looks like an electronic fleshlight, and with an Oculus. That's what it looks like to me. And yeah, it's supposed to be interesting. So they actually sent a letter to Kim Kardashian saying, "Well, look, $1 million. We can use your likeness." That's interesting. Would either of you be interested? Not necessarily
Yes.
about King Card. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, just
Absolutely. Anybody.
And that's what I was gonna ask you. That's what I was saying. I was like, just Kim Kardashian. Or like,
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be. I wouldn't say anybody. I mean,
but
I would have. I would have to see the selection first.
Of course, of course.
Could you imagine Hillary Clinton? No, nobody.
No, you're the only.
I mean, like, not in that way. Just like, don't you want to like piss
maybe
on
in
her?
her prime. Maybe in her prime. You know.
No, like you don't want to like tie her up and throw shit at her or like pee on her or something.
I think you're thinking about a different experience. This is virtual sex, not virtual like
Well,
revenge.
it's
porn.
the
Virtual torture.
it's the German DLC.
Oh, you're right, German DLC. Well, so have you, that's quite interesting. I wonder if she's gonna take it or not. I don't know why not. She should. It's $1 million. I mean, I'm pretty sure plenty of dudes are getting off to her old sex tapes, so might as well, right? It's out there. That's what I'm saying. So, huh?
Doesn't do it for me.
With her Ray J sex tape?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked her pre Kanye West. I was like all about it. So, what about you, Jotaro?
I think she actually looked better. Yeah, post. Like I don't know why, but I feel like 100 times better.
Because she did a lot of plastic surgery. I don't know,
Way
if you
too
look
much.
If you look at her face, she did plastic surgery in it, so that's why she was cuter. There was a hybrid between how she originally looked and how she looks now. Right in the middle there,
right
that
smack
was
in
the
the middle
spot. That was it.
Yeah.
Then she kept on going. I'm just like, ah. All right, let me ask this question. Let's say you get the virtual mate. What celebrity would you want? Darflex.
Damn, that's hard.
The first one that comes to your mind.
I can't. There's so much pressure, man.
Jotaro, what about you? If you had virtual mate, what was the first celebrity that you want?
I have a few actually. I have about like a top 5.
Okay, go for it.
All of them?
I mean,
okay.
You mentioned 5. You might as well just say us which 5 they are, real quick.
Wait. Let me just.
Wait. Is the girl from Stranger Things 18 yet?
No.
Okay. Oh my God.
No.
She's not attractive. Anyway, moving on. Listen, they gave her hell when she was talking to Drake. Everyone thinks she was there. He was grooming her. You wanna?
I have.
Jotaro, are you putting up a list, like literally a list? You have a list right now?
Oh,
I actually am picking it up. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I got it. Billie Eilish.
Who's that?
Actually, no, I know who he's talking about. That's not bad.
Who's that?
That's not bad. That's the girl that sings
Bad Guy.
Yes.
So
yes.
Look, my top 3. I want Tila Tequila.
Oh,
hell yeah.
What?
My coach used to date her.
What? Really?
Yeah.
What?
My track and field coach at NSU.
That's crazy. Tila Tequila. Damn, what's her name? She just had her nudes leaked. What's her name? Demi Lovato. And Maya, the singer Maya.
Okay.
Those are my top 3. Maybe Baby Spice. Maybe Baby Spice if I had a chance. So
I wish I could find the stupid list that I have because I have.
You can't just think of it off the top of your head?
I'm trying to. I remember their names. I don't think they consider celebrities though.
No, I said celebrities. I said celebrities.
Only?
Only. What are the top 5 celebrities? Okay, I know one of your virtual mates are somebody you used to know, but that's not the point. We're talking about.
No. It's actually not.
Celebrities, Jotaro, you're killing our time. We got to move on.
I think one of them is actually Rihanna. I think.
That's not bad.
I don't know. I've never dug her forehead. Never dug it.
It's not that bad. What do you mean? It's not even that bad.
I'm digging the forehead. I'm not. What's her name? Jamie Chung was one. I do Jamie Chung. Absolutely. That's 4. So
really?
Yeah, she's cute as hell. What do you mean by really?
Surprised. Okay.
She's slamming. You know the Asian girl. You know.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Exactly. The real world and Dragon Ball. She's gorgeous.
Oh, okay.
What was that chick from Pretty Little Liars? She just had a baby. Damn, that girl. She's good too.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
I forgot her
absolutely.
name,
and there's 5. All right, moving on to Gadgets R. No, we already Gadgets R Us. We're moving on to the next topic. A bug My phone is just going off. A bug lets any fingerprint unlock the Galaxy S10 and Note 10, and Samsung blames phone covers. Women rejoice. I'm only saying this because some women like to go through their men's phones because they have insecurity issues. Oh wait, sorry, wrong podcast. All right.
Yeah, Flex.
Okay. In short, Samsung advised that anyone who owns a Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, S10 Plus 5G, or Note 10 or Note 10 Plus, and users of the silicone phone cover, one screen protector should remove the accessory because so silicone covers basically. Delete all existing fingerprint info and re-register your fingerprints without the use of silicone. So basically, the silicone cover apparently is letting any fingerprint unlock it. So furthermore, Galaxy says the S10. I can't say who's that. She's number 6.
That's number 2.
No, that's number 6 for me. But that's Asian. You're not digging Asians anymore.
No, mixed.
She's mixed.
Breed.
Do you know her person?
Abomination.
No. Can you?
I'll send the thing to you.
Yeah, send it to me so I can follow immediately. Furthermore, Samsung says Galaxy S10 and Note 10 owners should refrain from using silicone covers or screen protectors at all until the company can push out an update, which could arrive as early as next week. So basically, it's not just silicone covers; it's any covers. They bypass your fingerprint scan, which is very interesting. So just men, be on the lookout because stuff happens. And I'm talking to you, Jotaro. All right, we're moving on to reading is fundamental. X-Men Relaunch takes the Cyclops, Wolverine, Jean Grey love triangle to the next level. This article comes from comicbooks.com. Marvel is relaunching the entire X-Men franchise with this week's Dawn of X relaunch event, which begins with Jonathan Hickman's X-Men #1. And this very new and different take on the X-Men, Hickman takes us inside the summer house, a section of Krakoa, that Cyclops establishes in the blue area of the moon as a home for his family and close friends. As we spend a day in the house of the Summers family, there are several clues that Hickman drops now that have fans buzzing. One of the most surprising reveals is sprinkled nuance nonchalantly into the Hickman's X-Men 1 charts, and it's revealed that Dawn of X has taken a classic love triangle between Cyclops, Wolverine, and Jean Grey to a scandalous new level. So, what's the breakdown? Don't mind me. What? I don't know what it's showing me. I have no idea what it's showing me. I'm looking at some kind of. Don't mind me just freaking the fuck out. What are you showing me? Hold on. Let's see. Walls, door, open, connection. Oh, okay. So basically, there's the blueprint, the floor plan for the summer household shows 3 rooms. It shows a bunch of rooms. Most of them are all walled up, but there are 3 rooms that actually connect to each other, and they're all open into each other. So I guess they're trying to say that it basically reveals that Cyclops and Wolverine have rooms on either side of Jean Grey's room in the summer household, and these 3 adjoining rooms have open passages between them, which would allow both Wolverine and Cyclops to move freely in and out of Jean Grey's room without any scrutiny from anyone in the main hall. Nice. Well, so that looks like there's like a polygamy thing kind of going on, or maybe like a group thing.
That sounds like that. Yeah.
So that's scandalous. I guess they're being more progressive now in X-Men. Yay for us. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. What do you think?
I kind of don't care.
Me either. What about you there, Jotaro? Get off your motherfucking phone.
I was actually sending you more goodies, but okay, I'll put it down.
No. Actually, don't forget what I said. Carry on.
No.
Back to Dark Flex. What were you saying? You don't care?
Everybody knows that Cables is
weird, though.
Jesus, she is beautiful. Wow.
Fantastic. All right, so next up on the list we have
yes.
Open mic.
Open mic.
Open
mic.
Mike's sticking on. All right, so moving on to Open Mic.
Open mic.
Jonah Hill no longer headed to Matt Reeves' Gotham City. This article comes from Gizmodo.com. It looks like he's no longer in it. That's the end of that. According to Deadline, Jonah Hill is no longer in talks to play Penguin in the Riddler in the Matt Reeves series.
He would have been a horrible Penguin, so it doesn't matter.
Think so? Why do you think so? I think
He's not. I don't think he's built for DC
Yeah.
for any superhero movies. He's not. I'm sorry.
I agree.
You think
I
so?
agree.
I think he would have
No.
been great because he looks you ever watch anybody watch Gotham the show?
Me. Yeah.
Okay, you know the guy who played the Penguin?
Mhm.
That's I see him playing Penguin just like that.
No,
I
but you have
can
to.
see it.
When you
cannot.
see when I see the Penguin, I'm visualizing a short, stubby, fat-looking character.
Well,
Danny
he's
DeVito.
short, he's short, stubby, and he goes between fat and slim every year.
He's taller
Yeah,
than you and me, man.
He is? No, he's
Yeah.
not.
He's like 6'1".
No, he's Jonah Hill. is
Jonah
not-
Hill? No, he's
I'm
not.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Hill
But
is
no,
not-
he'd be a
I'm gonna-
terrible penguin. No, who cares? Who cares? It's nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. He would be. He would be. Listen, what's his name? Justin Lord Taylor, whatever, the guy who
Jonah Hill
plays
is 5'7".
taller than you.
Yeah, Jonah Hill is 5'7". Michael Cera is 5'9".
That's about my height.
Big dick energy. All right, so
I'm a short fuck. I can play the Penguin.
no, but you're right.
Yeah, they won't cut it with that. But then again, the girl, that girl is playing Catwoman now, so you got
Oh.
a chance. You got a chance, Vibe.
She
You got a
can-
chance.
Listen,
Big
the moment they paraded LGBTQ TRS into DC is the downfall of it.
.com Incorporated.
Yeah.
But funny you missed it, Jotaro. Garbanzo's wife went to the prom of Zoe Kravitz. At one point, she knew them. She knew her, off sort of. So it's kind of just
Wait, you knew Lenny Kravitz and his daughter?
No,
Or-
she knew. She went to the prom and hung out with a. I believe I'm getting it wrong, but I know she went to the prom. Zoe Kravitz prom.
They were acquaintances. All right.
Yeah, there you go. They were acquaintances.
Fantastic.
Oh,
So I asked her if she could hook me up, and she said no. So
Because you're acquaintances, not friends, bro.
it doesn't
Big
matter. You
difference.
could. Everybody's Facebook already can reconnect. What's the problem? Hey, babe, what's going on? It's good to see you doing great stuff. Are you seeing anybody? I have the perfect guy for you. He may have 2 kids. Don't worry about it. He's a great guy. Boom! I just did it. All right, we're moving on to Daisy Ridley says the rise of Skywalker doesn't fail as a joke. This article comes from Gizmodo.com. Wait a minute. Reylo has gone beyond the typical fandom shipping. Like a lot of Star Wars discourse in recent history, it evolved into worthy something. So, where's the actual part? Both fans, which it says, okay, there's a quote. It does not bother me. People writing theories, Ridley told. It's really fun hearing them. Plus, because I know this, what's sort of going to happen, I think it'll be really interesting to see people's reaction to the final film. Obviously, there's this whole Reylo thing, and some people are very passionate about it. Some aren't. JJ does deal with it, and it's a very complex issue. People talk about toxic relationships, and whatever it is, it's not a joke. And I think it's dealt with really well, and it's not skimmed over. So basically, Reylo will be addressed in The Rise of Skywalker. Anybody cares?
No.
I kind of do.
Slightly. I'm interested.
Yeah, I kind of do because I was curious about the connections that they had, and I didn't know if that was just we're both lonely, or if there was something really interesting there. I would prefer Reylo to whatever they were trying to do between Poe and friggin'
Finn?
Rey at the end of I would like that, but you saw that you saw how Poe and Rey looked at each other at the end of The Last Jedi. I'm like, are you trying to set that up or something? It's really weird. So I was hoping they wouldn't go that route.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna set this whole movie up for something.
If the
something
only
negative.
interest I have in it is that because of it, Rey turns to the dark side and dies, and Ben is either redeemed or also dies. That's the only interest I have in a Reylo relationship.
Sounds good. All right, we're moving on to 5 words you must know before visiting Japan. I just thought this was a cute article. It comes from Kotaku.com, and I'm just gonna give it to you guys real quick. So that's what she said. You want the first word is
Konnichiwa.
no. It's this Korei. Basically, this. So it's.
I guarantee you're not even pronouncing it right.
No, I'm pronounced as Ko-Rei. You piece of shit. I'm reading the
gonna read it for you.
pronunciation.
Okay, I'll read
Okay.
it for you.
The next one is Kodasai. That's
I'll read it for you.
Kodasai. That's please. The next
Kota-
word
It's
Ko-
Kudasai.
is
Kotaku, please.
Kodasai. So
Kudasai.
the next word is doko, which is where.
Kore.
Shut. Okay, could you stop? You piece of shit. The next word is sumimasen.
Sorry.
Sumimasen.
Yes, sumimasen, which is sorry. The next word is
Wakarimasan.
wakarimasan. What?
Karimasen.
Wakarimasan, which is I don't understand.
Wakarimasan.
And those are 5 words. I thought it was really fun.
Hey,
Uh,
here's a little fun fact. I took Japanese for 3 years.
Do you know Japanese?
Really?
I forgot most of it. I can still introduce myself.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Appreciate you.
I can say I like beer and fried chicken.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Awesome. We're going to move on to Walt Disney World has made a change to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and fans aren't happy. This comes from
Anata wa me and you.
Jesus Christ. Cinemablend.com. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge has had an interesting existence, to say the least. For 2 years, the land began built by Disney and blah, 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 whatever. At the same time, there's almost instantly some questions about how successful the land was. The massive crowds of people were expected never seemed to materialize, and there are some debate as to whether that is due to the impressive crowd management or the part of the parks or lack of interest in the guests. It seems every week there is a new topic for Disney fans to debate on social media. This week's topic is the food option at Galaxy's Edge. Like, oh my God, is this food? It says, okay, I'm just gonna move on. Why are you changing the naming of food items? You are losing the immersion little by little. Keep the Bantu names just because people are too lazy and don't want to read food descriptions. Okay, so that's the new issue. They are taking the Star Wars names out for the menus and making it go back. So instead of it being a Bantu burger, now it's going to be a hamburger.
That's
and
stupid.
People are now complaining that it's taking away from the immersion of the location.
Yeah, why would you do that? What the fuck is wrong with them?
Because apparently people are, the casual fans don't get it and they don't want to have to read.
So you're telling me you changed the name of a burger? Don't they have the ingredients on exactly what it is?
Yes, they do, but that's extra reading. That's what they're saying. People
How about
reading?
When we go, we print out the original menus and just order off of that, and if they don't give us what we want, we just don't buy anything.
I have a better idea.
Except for the alcohol.
Yeah, that works too. We can do that, but how about when we do go? For the people that are currently there when we are ordering, we can go ahead and give them a little disclaimer. This is a burger. You have a bun, a beef patty, and some toppings, and we can let them, just describe to them and explain to them what's in it. And then hopefully Disney can still keep the relevance of the name of the burger so that we can have the feel of Star Wars instead of changing it back to fucking...
I agree.
Or what we can do is all the casual fans, as they come in, what we can do is we can get them like little yellow stars and put it under a shirt. The way we know that those are the casual fans, and you shouldn't interact with them as you would a regular fan.
Now this is
take a separate train from like park to park. You know how they had the Disney train? We'll use a different Disney Express, and it stops over in Germany and Epcot.
I want to make it very clear. This is the same man that said that when I said that it was funny that Pokemon Go people were crashing a Holocaust museum just to get Pokemon. He said a disclaimer that we here at Geek Bros do not condone anti-Semitism. He said this. Same man later on in the podcast is not making a joke about the Stars of David or whatever.
Well, listen, our real fans know what a joke is.
True.
Right.
True.
You ever wonder why the Irish never get offended by shit? Because they know it's a fucking joke.
There you go.
Yeah.
Are you Irish, Jotaro?
Yes. Jerk.
Nobody cares.
My last name.
Jotaro. What? Shane Lee's not a. That's an Irish last name.
Shan Lee.
Okay, Shan Lee. So that sounds freaking Oriental. So like, what the hell?
No, that's because of the Lee.
Joe Shan Lee, a Marvel exclusive. We're moving on to Cowboy Bebop. Netflix series debuts. Next Netflix series shuts down production for 7 to 9 months following star John Cho's onset injury. That sucks. So the upcoming live series is going to be a lengthy hiatus following a knee injury sustained by leading actor John Cho on set of the show in New Zealand. So just throwing that out there. I mean, I never watched Cowboy Bebop the anime, so I don't really care too much.
It was good. It's good.
But
it's really good, man. You should.
I know you
check
say
it out.
that, but I saw Outlaw Star first, and for whatever reason, in my mind,
Outlaw Star was good too, man.
Cowboy Bebop is like a knockoff of Outlaw Star. I know that there's nothing. I heard it not even close, but because I saw Outlaw Star first, I don't give a damn about Cowboy Bebop.
Here, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you like guns?
Yes, I like guns.
Do you like drugs?
I actually do like drugs, allegedly.
Do you like big titties?
I do.
You like
Are you
space?
gay?
I'm not.
Do you like space?
Well, space is a lie, but yeah.
Do you like space as fiction? Like when it comes to
Yes,
fiction,
I do.
like space?
Absolutely.
And you did say you like big titties, right?
I did.
You like Asians?
Do I like what?
Do you like Asians?
I do like Asian. I thought you said do I like
You like-
penis.
You like martial arts?
I mean, if you do, it's fine. Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out. For the love of God, I mean,
Okay.
ever since Dark Crystal, like you can't steer me wrong anymore. So there you guys go. If you're upset about, if you guys are upset with live action, hit us up. Let us know why and convince me why I should watch it. Yeah. Did I not?
Anata wa me and you.
I don't think I'm ready for that kind of commitment.
He said, "What is something? Like, what is your something?"
That's what it means. I just translated on Google. It says you bitch.
Oh,
That-
okay.
There's no.
Anata wa means like. Oh no, yeah, I guess it does mean you.
Anata
okay,
wa
yeah.
me and you.
It's tough because like so.
You can't say, like,
Anatawa?
bitches? I don't understand.
Like anatawa means you, but if you add deska at the end, it's like what is. So like anatawa deska, like who are you?
Oh, okay. So
Anatawa nan deska. Yeah, that's
yeah,
Very
and I guess me and you is a word for bitch, meaning vibe. So there you go.
which is fun, yeah, because there is no word for bitch in Japanese.
I was going to say that. I knew there was no word for bitch in Japanese, so I don't know what you're talking about. We've got to move on because we've got a breakdown to do quickly. So one of our last article is Jared Leto fuming over new Joker movie. You've got to stop this. Jared Leto says about the movie. The actor who played the character in Suicide Squad felt alienated and upset when Warner Brothers greenlit Todd Phillips' version with Joaquin. What is his name again?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, sorry, Joaquin Phoenix. I just lost it. Instead, just how unhappy was Jared Leto over the Joker, as Todd Phillips' dark take on the villain took the gross more than $700 million worldwide. Holy shit. Sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that Leto's frustration that Warner Brothers was moving ahead with Phillips' project was so great early on that he tried to throttle the rival Joker in its cradle. So basically, he tried to sabotage it before it even got started.
Yeah.
Now,
You know how?
How?
So his management company also managed the person who wrote and directed the new Joker movie,
Right.
and he was telling them to stop that, and they're like, no, fuck you. So Jared Leto left them and went to WME. Little bitch move.
Well,
The only reason I know is because WME owns the UFC now.
Well, this is what I'm finding funny. Why does he think that he owns this character now? Why does he think that his character means anything?
What he was disclosing in an interview is that when they did Suicide Squad, they kind of portrayed him in the trailers as the main antagonist, but
Absolutely.
he wasn't.
No,
And-
there's a lot of his stuff. I know the lot was left on the cutting room floor, and
Yep.
he was very upset about that.
And he thought they were grooming him. Titanic? What?
We don't have time for this. What are you doing?
Because you're talking about Jared Leto complaining, and that's the one thing that came to my head.
You
So
could have found like world's smallest violin or something. Like, wow.
they, so he was under the impression that they were grooming him, and I believe he was also under contract to do a standalone movie for the Joker, and that was his issue, because they kind of just said, fuck you, you're not that good of an actor. You're a great musician. 30 Seconds to Mars is the shit, but Joaquin Phoenix is a real actor.
Yeah, he's a bitch. That's why I played that song, because he's a bitch for complaining. First of all, you had to 30 seconds, get it? 30 seconds to shine. Get it? So that's come on, man. Like, he did a decent job in Suicide Squad. Move on. Like,
yeah, but hold on now. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If you're promised something, you're guaranteed something, you're on the contract for something, and not only did they not fulfill it, but they kind of just disregard you and move on without you, you'd feel some kind of way. Everybody would feel some kind of way. You're talking. All right, let's give you a personal example. I helped build a brand called Bacon the Beans. It was the vegan podcast. It was produced exclusively through my studio,
Shit.
and I worked really hard on that. I made logos, made intros, and whatever like that. And I was really close with the main host. So I thought wherever this show goes, it's going with me in my studio because that's what it is. Well, recently that host rebranded the brand to Tipsy Sisters Tipsy Sisters, and now they cook and drink and do Twitch videos, which is fine. But nobody told me, hey,
do you think it's because they realized their Bacon to the Beans content was bullshit?
even so, probably. But even so, though, you would at least come to the person who was doing it and say, hey, listen, you know what? We're gonna end the series. We're gonna move on with something else. Thanks a lot for your help. At least something.
You know what? You deserve reparations from those girls.
Ridiculous. No, but so I get where Jared Leto's coming from. He was given a promise. He signed on for this, and it's being disregarded, and it's not being fulfilled. I'd be upset too. I mean, I don't know if I'd go as far as where he went, but I get why he's upset. You know, good or bad, he was given promises, and when promises are broken, especially when it's monetary promises, it'll piss you off. Jotaro, you agree, or what do you think?
Not really. I still think he's a bitch. Sorry, okay. I still think he's a bitch.
You know what? I mean, it could be worse. It could be Hong Kong.
True.
So I mean, like, you know,
wait,
take
what
you got, bro.
Yes,
Twitch?
Sir. Huh?
Twitch?
Twitch? What?
You just mentioned that they moved to Twitch. Is that
the sister of the host has always been a Twitcher or a Twitch, whatever you call them. She used to, she plays games and does funny stuff. So and she's always
plays games.
She's always like, wanted. I think she's always wanted her sister to join, and they join every once in a while. So they've rebranded the From Bacon to Beans concept into Tipsy Sisters, where
I'm surprised you didn't want to do Twitch from the start. Also,
I am not a gamer like that. The closest
you don't have to do gaming for Twitch. You can do other stuff.
Like what?
There's literally thousands of people, who do like.
It's a simple Pornhub, bro. You don't have to.
I didn't know that. I thought Twitch was just for gaming, and the only gaming show I ever did was Pwn Video Game Wars, and I hated doing that show. It was my kid's show because I found no joy in editing a video of playing video games. There was no joy in it for me. So, but yeah, we should probably check it out. The Geek Bros have a Twitch, Garbanzo is or is not in charge of that because I couldn't. I mean, whatever. After our last host left, but Geek Bros does have a Twitch channel. So if we want to reinvest our time for 2020 to figure out how to make Twitch work for us, if the demand is there, and if the audience, if you guys want us to get on Twitch and play some games, because I think it'd be funny. Our personalities playing games and yelling at each other. So,
but also now that you have an Xbox, you could do Mixer, and we could play.
Or that together too. So 2020, we'll see. We'll bring it up as long as there's time, and the will is there. I'm down to start streaming some video games and laugh at us video, whatever helps us grow. So our final topic for today is the Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker final trailer. We're gonna do a brief review because we're actually gonna do a little longer review that you should check out. That's gonna be coming up next week from the Original Recipe web series. So real quick, gentlemen, before we wrap it up, just a quick. Yes or no, you liked it, you're excited about it, and what you thought of the trailer. Darflex.
I liked it. It's a bittersweet just because it's coming to an end, but also like a specific like C-3PO scene was quite interesting emotionally. Also, but it looks pretty good, man. The space battles look great. Like immediately you see the ghost in battle. That was pretty cool too.
The ghost from Rebels, you mean?
Yeah, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
And you see Palpatine.
You don't see Palpatine.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
I don't see no Palpatine.
Yeah, you do.
Or you don't see no freaking Palpatine.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, there's no Palpatine. Jotaro, like it? Don't like it? Watched it? What do you think?
I watched it. I like it. But what do you mean there's no Palpatine?
I didn't see no freaking Palpatine. Where do you see Palpatine?
It's the scene where
I have the thing downloaded right here. Tell me where it is.
The scene where Rey is standing in a huge area by herself.
You assume that's Palpatine. All you see is the back of a friggin' chair or something, and you see a black robe.
You see a cloak.
You see that doesn't mean it's him.
Come on, dog.
Who do you think it is?
It's one of the Knights of Ren. That's who it is.
Yeah.
So but that's another point. What did you think of the trailer? Are you excited? Do you care?
I did. I liked it. It was a little bit of like Flex said, it was emotional. I'm looking forward to it, but I kind of think that they went in kind of a silly direction. You know.
Right.
So I just don't. I'm excited, but at the same time, my other side of me is like, you know, it could have been. It could have been a little bit. It could have been something different. I think the build up to it is worth the wait and worth the while. But like, look at what they did in the past 2 movies. I mean, you know, it could have been something. Could have been something more.
Really quick. Just let me make a quick prediction. Hi, my name is Vibe. Did I need this trailer? No. Am I more excited about the movie than I was when I was at Celebration? No. Do I think it's going to do great? No. You know, did we need this trailer? They didn't give us enough. Honestly, I was super happy. The Force Awakens, I'm never going to feel that ever again. And I like to smell my own farts. I like to bottle them in like mason jars and put them away for later.
No, actually, no. The trailer was beautiful. It was a beautiful trailer. I mean, it was visually beautiful. Some of the shots that they showed us, I was like, yes, it looks great. However, I don't care. When I watched this trailer, and there was nothing wrong with the trailer whatsoever. I felt nothing. I didn't feel any dislike. I didn't feel any excitement. All I thought was, how the hell am I going to get these guys together so we can do this review? That's all I thought about. How am I going to get these fools together so we can do this review? So after I watched the trailer again and still felt nothing, it was just like watching a commercial. I
sounds like your sex life.
Honestly, exactly. I can honestly say that I don't think I'm a Star Wars fan anymore. I can honestly say that I don't think I'm that guy anymore because I don't care. I didn't, you know, whether it's The Last Jedi or Rogue One or Solo, whichever one what broke me. But this trailer actually showed me that I don't think I'm a Star Wars fan anymore. I appreciate the movies. I appreciate the good memories, but as a fan, yes, I want to go to Celebration. Yes, I want to do a countdown. Yes, I want to, I want to take the day off from work and binge watch all the movies before we go watch it. I don't think that's the guy that I am anymore with Star Wars. And it pains me to say this, but that's what I got out of this trailer, is that I don't think I'm a Star Wars fan anymore. But still a great trailer. It was really pretty. I am going to watch the movie just because it's an occupational thing. But other than that, it's going to be more like I'm going to sit there and I'm just going to be, taking mental notes for the review. And that's how I feel about the Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for episode 84 of Keeping Up the Geek Bros. Of course, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. That's Geek Bros with a 0, GEKBR0S. Email us, geekbros@yahoo.com. Follow us, facebook.com/Geek Bros with a 0. Tune in to every Wednesday night, almost, most of the times, WeBeGeeksPC.com, or watch days later, youtube.com/Vibro Studios. Gents, shameless promotion. Sock it to me.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Darth Flex, the only one with that name. Also, the Inebriator Craftsman, super simple to find. And you can find me on Pornhub as Hung Solo with my partner R2DD2.
Joe Taro.
You can.
Oh God.
Is that a special ed kid playing the recorder?
No, man, it's him. It's him when he was in junior high school. See how babyface he used to look? Yeah, different hairstyles did then too.
A woman, yeah.
So you can find me on Instagram and
Jesus.
and you can find me on Instagram at JOETARRO and on Twitter JOETARRO.
All right, and of course on Vibe, you can catch me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all the same thing. That's Vibrev Studios, VIBEREVSTUDIOS. Don't forget to check out our Halloween special Thursday, October 31st. We are recording it next Wednesday. Jotaro, you better be there. I have no topics from you. Of course, remember, it's going to be a bunch of controversial topics, a bunch of spooky topics. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a different form. And I just recently told Darflex our 100th video is coming up soon. So I need to figure out what to do for that. Huh? No, that's the 100th episode. But the 100th video is coming up literally like in like 2 or 3 videos.
I want to reiterate, when that happens in January, I am coming down.
Yes, we're going to discuss that because we're going to make sure that we get down, even if I have to fly you down myself. But yes, our 100th video is coming up soon, so look forward to a special giveaway for that, something crazy, something fun. And that's it. That's it for Keeping the Geek Bros. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.